Just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. They love their football in this part of the country, and this crowd is ready to go as their guys will match up with the Houston Texans. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Rashawn Gary. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. The start less than ideal as they already face a 2nd and long. They'll set up to throw. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and very long. He'll drop to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the 1st down yardage there. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us for their game plan today, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think
it got his man complete. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington has taken a first quarter lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at the 20. Throwing to start the drive. Watson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we get everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going to the passing game, That should open up his running game, too. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Watson, he's going to let it go again. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible. So I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end, and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 9 now. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. Touchdown, Washington. Gerald Everett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington going to add on to their lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception.
That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Houston. Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that one covering an even 63 yards in the air. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
On first down, right back to Gibson. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
A nice performance last week. Recognized as NFC Player of the Week after going over 100 yards rushing. I just love the vision. I love the wiggle he has. But I also love the power when he ends his runs.
That's what impressed me. Yes, there was some elusiveness last week. A couple times he just ran over guys. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. He finds his way into the secondary again on this drive. They might want to try getting him down a little closer to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, what do they call that? 3rd level run, 1st level being the D-line and linebackers.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary, his 2nd sack of the night. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
Here's 2nd and 8. Touchdown! Terry McLaurin, his first touchdown on the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drives, exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Here's Watson. And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. Now a first down throw, Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down. Well, when you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Escaping the pressure right. He's letting it fly for Cooks. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards. From the red zone now, Watson. And he's got it. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. To throw is Watson. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Texans draw a bit closer. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Texans 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Throwing on second and long. Watson, he's letting it fly for Cooks. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Second down and 8. They'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down. Here's Tressway now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. That's returnable now for Smith. He'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That a 65-yard punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. He's going to go up top again. And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
First down, Houston.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Watson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches.
Out of the gun, Watson.
Throw right side, taken in by Eskridge.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Jeff Driscoll in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Texans have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
Now Watson, he's going to lead the Texans up to go for 2. The final shot before the break, Watson.
And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And they'll have time for 1 play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Off of play action, it's Watson. He gets it to Cooks. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Watson now to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Deron Payne forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. A shotgun snap for Watson. This will be caught just inside the 10. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th. Watson. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown Texans. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now Watson, he's going to lead the Texans up to go for 2. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So they try to make it a 2-score game with a conversion. It pays off.
And they've looked at the situation, figured it out well. A 2-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better about where they are.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he will finally go out of bounds, but not before he takes it down to the 25. A huge play there for Washington.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. 59 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Here we go. 70 Lions. 40. Down to lose 1. 40.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They're going to look to throw. Hammering from the goal line. He loses the football. And the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues.
And now Watson throws another interception.
Picked off at the 25. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
That's such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. It's their quarterback scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. They'll look to throw. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They will indeed snap it to Watson. That's to his running back, complete. And he's got some space here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Boy, that was a big gamble for them right there. They went for it on 4th down, showed a little chutzpah because they did it with the lead here in the 4th quarter. And this defense is once again unable to stop them.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now it's Watson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Montez Sweat in there to bury him for a loss of 11. A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And you think on 3rd down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks, and I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
And the final number of the next-gen stats, that ball traveling a full 59 yards through the air. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Flushed out right. He'll find Everett there, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw.
That's out to the flat for Gibson.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. Touchdown, Washington! Antonio Gibson, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And Washington has made this a 1-score game.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. And he'll get in for the 2 points, and in so doing, cut the deficit to 2 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
All day, baby, let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Texans.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long. Go get it, big man.
And if you're looking for proof of his speed, Next Gen Stats shows that he was traveling just over 21 miles an hour there.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Taking a shot for Samuel. It's caught inside the 25. And he is finally out of bounds, but he gets all the way down right around the 20. A huge play there for Washington. They go play action here on first down. And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. He'll look to throw. This is caught.
Touchdown, Washington.
A great effort there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And Washington able to make this a close game again. So Washington now with an important 2-point conversion attempt.
And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. And the option play works on the 2-point try. What'd you think of the call?
I like the call. What you're worried about, though, is if the defense blitzes the play. And if they do, what your answer is, the option. Why? If they blitz it, the quarterback has a chance to get rid of it to a trailing back. That one worked pretty well there.
And a big mistake on the return. He's out of bounds at his own 1-yard line.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. On 2nd and inches, Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A huge play there for Houston.
Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play. They max protect, bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
And that's complete to Cooks. Able to fight through one tackle. Touchdown! Brandon Cooks. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
Brandon, is there any way you and I can join this quarterback in the zone he's in? He's absolutely feeling it. Touchdown after touchdown, throwing the ball.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Now it's Watson. He's got it. And they will not go quietly as we are back to a 2-score game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Escaping the pressure right. He's got it to Gibson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 11. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being down.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Watch one. Quit talking about it and bring it. Like one.
And Watson's going to throw it here. Trying to lay one up deep. Oh, wide open, complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. In on the stop, the safety, Troy Apke. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Texans, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll return home next week to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Washington, they're going to fall to 3-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears.